sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. As far free, straight from the places, our God, where we met thee. Bless our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
Wow. Well, thank you for that idea. That's a great way to start the show today. Really do appreciate that. I just want to give real quick credit to that sister. That is Baylor University. So Baylor University junior at the time. She was a junior. Jada Holiday. But that was 2020, so I'm sure she's graduated on to bigger and better and brighter things right now. But man, she has a beautiful voice, I must say. Lift every voice and sing, as they say. They call that the African American national anthem. So beautiful way to start the show. Maybe we'll do it every week, but either way, we're always going to start with peace, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Alafia, Ionio, Hotep, Rahubat, Shalom, peace, peace, peace. And in true Moorish tradition, we also want to start with our praises and honors. Moor, would you like to give us your praises and honors for the day?
Yes. I'd like to rise, giving honor to Almighty Allah, and honor to His Holy Divine Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, and honor to the forerunner of the Prophet, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, and high honors to the Spirit of Truth, J. Gibbonsdale, high honor to Emilio, high honor to the Melchizedek, the God Mandate, Sidney Rothstein, high honor to the Magi priest, excuse me, high honor to the Magi priest, Sidney Rothstein, high honor to, high honor to the Nazarene Allah, high honor to the Dean of Adabs, Hamid Anderson L, high honor to R. Dingle L, high honor to Dr. R. German Bay, and high honor to the Chief Grand Resurrector, Timothy Dingle L, hyphenated Noble Drew Ali, high honor to his other half, Mother Ruth, Grand Noblest Louise Dingle L, and their daughter Diane Dingle L, and Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bay, high honor to our Supreme Grand Governor Robert Stone L, high honor to his assistant Art Page L, and high honor to his sister Grand Governor Shem L, high honor to our Grand Governor here in the state of Delaware, J. Howard Bay, high honor to my son Malachi, who has transitioned to soul plane life. High honor to all our honored ancestors, and high honor to everybody under the sound of my voice. Peace. Ojiba. Ashe.
Ashe, Islam. I like to rise in the spirit of the seven and give all praises to Allah and high honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and our forerunner Marcus Messiah Garvey. Islam, and high honors to all past and present leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and high honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah, Islam, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, etc. Islam, and high honors to all the Moors worldwide, known and unknown, and high honors to our ancestors and everybody that paved the way for us to be here today on the Moor Culture Podcast, episode number 56. Moor, Islam, and supreme math, that is power equality. Power equality, Moor, all being born to wisdom, basically, 11 wisdom. Moor.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We're here. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just traveling through the week and studying. I get tired of them people from on the other side of the ocean trying to say we're not authenticated Muslims. And they talk about the Nation of Islam. They talk about the Moorish Science Temple of America. And I get tired of these people over here talking about the soon to this and soon to that. And but even when it came to, when Gaddafi, they get ready to kill him, Minister Farrakhan was the only Muslim that stood up and defended him. Nobody spoke up. And just like with our conditions in America, nobody over there speak up. But we praise them. And we got a lot of movement of people that give them all these praises like that's the way to go. That's the way to travel. That's a lie. If that's like they defend Gaddafi after Gaddafi was assassinated, the real culture, personality started coming out. They started enslaving us. And when you see somebody from Libya today, you see a Muslim that don't defend and don't stand like that, you shouldn't stand to support them because they're your enemies. They want to enslave you. Read about Libya. You got that there?
Libya? You had pulled it up earlier. You were asking earlier. We pulled up the Muslims in Libya.
Yeah, Sunni Muslims. What's the name of the Muslims that slave?
The Sunni Muslims we talked about.
The Sunni Muslims practice slavery
to this
on
day.
Us in Libya.
Mm-hmm.
You can Google it.
Yeah.
And you go. What is the name of the Muslims that practice slavery in Libya?
It's not want to give me the answer more.
Well, next time I'll send it to
but you basically just searched it up and it told you Sunni Muslims.
But the Sunni Muslims are responsible, and I'm gonna bring that information back to you. Responsible for practicing slave driving in Islam and Libya. That's why I make a distinction. I'm Moorish, and a lot of people say that we had to follow the Sunni, but the Sunnis practice slavery in Libya. And a lot of times things happen to Muslims around the world, and the other Muslims stand up and say nothing. So you have to watch who you follow. I love Islam, but I love justice too. I love peace. I love harmony. And what's going on now is what you call selective breeding and genetic warfare. And you have to be able to see that, because that's why our beloved Prophet Noble Ali, over our Constitution, you have the third eye, because Allah sees all. And it's a lot of people just want to enslave us. We got to get that, and I got to text that to you, right? When I get home and stuff, and then we got to bring it back the next time. But here it is, 2026. You got Muslims practicing enslaving other Muslims that look like us. And that's genetic warfare. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be. We should speak out against that, because that's an injustice. You're not my brother if you try to enslave me. And I'm not saying all foreign Muslims are bad, so forth and so on, but I'm saying it's another Muslim or Muslim's duty to reveal that.
Islam.
Because we're in warfare today.
Islam. By chance, did you see?
They all in our community. They open up stores, and they try to help other people make us a permanent underclass. We got to stand guard, Mo.
Islam.
We got to be rangers on post.
You're sure right. You're sure right. I was gonna say, did you see? This was about a week ago, maybe. Like revolts or riots in Ireland about they were killing and trying to go after all the Black Irish people.
No.
It was something like because so supposedly I don't have the full information, so this is all in context. Take with a grain of salt. But there was supposedly a black man in Ireland that killed somebody. So then, since that happened, now there was like a whole riot where they went out and like we got to get rid of all the immigrants, and basically they went out and try and attack all the Black Irish people, and it was really
The
wild.
bottom line is we had to get our act in order because the managers vampires are after us. Just like I was sharing with you a couple weeks ago that they put alcohol and all that crazy stuff in our community so they won't see the light of Allah in you. They try and destroy us. So while they put that in the community, they rob the natural resources of the land. They don't want you to know that what we the people's about. They want you to feel low self-esteem. They want you to be on the low frequency. So we gotta come to life, because if we don't come to life, stuff that's bad for our children.
Islam. Islam.
And so then you even had, they tell us that none of us, they said Hitler was he was a racist, and he didn't like black folks. And as if black folks didn't have nothing to do in his army. And then we had so-called black folks fighting in World War II against his army. Who was in his army?
We discussed this. There was definitely black men in his army.
See, I didn't know that till recently.
Yeah, you pointed it out to me, and I did that research as soon as I got off the phone with you a couple of days ago, and I said, "Wow!" I was shocked to see that there were definitely black Germans, prior. Obviously, we're all over the world more, so there's really nowhere you're going to go where you're not going to find us. But they were literally, soldiers for the German army, even when Nazi became in power, that were still there and fighting on behalf of his army.
That's why, whatever you have to watch, what you take in your body. Whatever you put in your body, you put it into the temple of God.
That's
you
right.
put in the temple of Allah. So if you want to produce the best to come up out of you, you got to live right. So the powers that be don't like that. So we're constantly under psychological attacks and all types of attacks. So I'm sharing this with people out there that understand my voice, that got addictions and so forth and so on. They need to get their act in order, because it's all designed to set you up for the prison industrial complex. So people won't see how gifted you are. And while you do all that, they set your community up. They rob you of your intelligence and call you poor and all types of crazy stuff when you're really rich. I went through a real deep struggle. I learned the hard way. When I left home, first I used to go to church school. I was like a square on the block. And so the guys used to bank me.
Bank you?
Yeah, they used to bank me and stuff like that. Right?
Or like jump you?
Yeah.
Okay.
One time I came home from church school and stuff, and they was messing with my brother. I said, leave him alone. They said, why? What you got to do with it? Put your head against the wall. Bam. Popped me in my eye and stuff like that. And I went to church school the next morning with a black eye and stuff like that. And then this went on for a couple of years. They was always bothered me. And then one time, this is why I'm Moorish. I'm real deep. We grounded Moorish. Then one time, this guy, I seen the Moors. They came down. They had their parades on and stuff, and their fatigues and stuff like that. And I went and joined the organization. It was called Black Men's Development Center. And I was doing my work. It was like Army. I was doing my work around there, and it was a brotherhood. I really enjoyed it. So a couple of weeks after I joined it, I walked up the street. We say, Milton, punk ass Rick or something like that, right? And dude was saying that, and he was macking on the baby. I said, "Oh no!" I mean, man, I said, "He ain't getting away with that." I pressed him, bam, slam, slammed him and stuff like that. Then we got up, we started, throwing a fist up, and I slipped off some more and stuff like that. And then the brother you seen down the park,
Yeah.
stuff like this, father came and bam, knocked him down. Then kicked him and knocked him down and stuff like that, right? Then they helped me get up and we got together. We went over the base, and they said, "Brother, if you have any more problems, call me." The next day, bro, they came up around there again, right? I called the brothers up, right? We took care of them. We took care of them, right? So I was a part of this order for maybe about 3 or 4 years, a couple of years, right? I even went to high school. I was dressed like Public Enemy #1. And so them brothers have their issues, and they broke apart too. But we were a serious brotherhood. Mm-hmm. And when we broke apart from there, I went down to this friend's house, and down there they was like smoking weed and stuff like that, and so forth and so on. And then I was there for about a year or two and stuff like that. Then I ended up in jail on an assault charge. Mm-hmm. So when I came, but no, when I went down there, I also joined the National Guards too, right? And went away for a while. I used to go to weekend drills and summer camp and so forth and so on. But one time, I got an assault charge. They framed me up assault on a police officer, and I ended up in jail for 2 years. But I didn't really assault. It was a frame, right?
Really?
Yeah, they framed me up. Then I was crying because I said I didn't graduate from high school or nothing. I got my GED in there, and then when I came out, I started college immediately. But the house that I was in, I could wake up all around me, people shooting the needles, like a circle of people shooting up. And the one brother that lived there, he died, and he had an aneurysm when he died, right? But he had HIV. Mm. So what I'm saying to the people out there that I lived and I seen the drugs take out generations of people. I seen how the oligarchs got rich off the the prison industrial complex, and like they're using people out there in my midst and generations of people for livestock. Your birth certificate bond and your livestock on the stock market in New York. Mm. Because they don't want to see growth in you. Growth is in you as the Holy Spirit. Growth is in you when you walk amongst men. People say, there's something special about that brother. There's something special about that sister because you lit up. Because the Word was made flesh. And when the Word was made flesh, you speak things into existence. And the enemy fears that. As the 91st Psalm say, he who dwells in the secret place most high shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at the right hand. But it shall not come nigh thee, but only with thine eyes shalt thou behold the reward of the wicked. We have to get our act in order. Because in the beginning was the Word. And the Word was God, and all things were made by him. And in God was life, the life of God was the light of men. And light shineth in darkness, but men in darkness comprehended not. But the Word was made flesh and dwelt amongst men. It's you, it's in you. That's why the Bible said, be ye not conformed to the things of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. You can turn America around. These people in America but a bunch of chumps. Mm. They fear allowing you. Don't let them take you out with the prison industrial complex or the military industrial complex. Shine for Allah, and he will fix them.
Islam more. In terms of the military industrial complex, I mean, you were in the National Guard. I know all of us have family that's been in the military. Like nowadays, is it best for us to try to stay out of that situation, or is it worth some kind of training?
The Moors taught me how to be a member of Allah's military.
Is that?
I'm a soldier for Allah, and I stand for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I will not harm a fly, unless they came up my circle with that crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As if they own me, as I'm a slave, as if they do in Libya, they look at people like us, and all of a sudden they do that superior perception reality, right, and practice genetic warfare. They say Islam or Assalamu alaikum. Then they try to look at you as a slave. This is what's going on in Islam, institutionalized racism.
Mm.
And you don't stand for Allah unless you get up and speak against that. 2026, they still practice that. That like they got claim over your territory. Your territory is your mind. Said Allah created the best part of earth for himself. Right there.
Islam.
Right there. Elijah Muhammad said, and one of my favorite memories of him, he said, come off the cross and form under one crescent. That's deep. Because these people in America got our whole nation on a cross.
Mm.
So the word was made flesh. How the leaders going to speak? Or they going to keep lying in their pockets? Or they going to help us with the grand resurrection? Or they going to help us with the final call? Are they going to breathe on the mass? Or are they going to breathe on the children? Because when we get to breathe, the tornadoes and the hurricane come. I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about spiritual. That's Allah on us. He's changing us. We ain't the same. We ain't dead people no more. You say, come off the cross and form under one crescent. So what is meant by the word black?
Was meant by the word black?
Yes.
From whose perspective?
101s.
Black according to science means deaf?
Right. So if you got people out there calling themselves black, what are they?
Dead?
That's right. So now they had to come off the cross and form under the crescent of Islam. This is what the grand resurrection is about. Allah speaks a man by the voice of man. Holy breath.
Islam.
They fear the so-called black man. We're not black. They made you that way. They killed you. And when you know that the word was made flesh, and people hear Allah speak to you, the thieves will run. They will run because you talk. Then you learn about divine law. This is how you turn things around. You learn about divine law. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody's color. Got something to do with frequency. Wisdom speaks about the highest plane of spirit life. Had to become one with the law. And people try to rob that from you. They'll try to take that away from you. Now it's time for us to get our act in order. Because a lot of people have failed us. Like I said before, a lot of these politicians, AKA, what I call them, Reggie, Archie, Jughead, Betty, Veronica, Mr. Wimberly, G.I. Joseph, and G.I. Josephine. They fake, they phony. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We ground in this land like them trees in the Brandywine. When they so peaceful and harmony and balance, then you got people that's jealous of you. They got a lot of money. Money ain't really real. Gold and silver is the real money in the land, right? But a lot of people say they believe in walking right and being right, they let people, the wicked people, come in that say they have money, be in charge of them. They worship them. Not only that, it's a lot of Muslims and Christians, they worship lighter flesh.
Mm.
They into flesh worship.
Yeah.
So when you're into flesh worship and stuff, Allah can't enter in, because that's falsehood. That ain't true worship. As the Moorish Quran say, behold a form without a spirit passing by, a body with no soul, a temple with no altar fires. People like that ain't got no light in their heart. They said the word is like a lamp on the feet and light unto that path. So we had to really be filled with that holy breath today, so Allah can take charge and bring conditions, different conditions here in America. Because the Holy Quran says, never does Allah change conditions of people until they change within their heart.
Mm.
So when it says, be ye not conformed to the things of this world, be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind, Allah's transforming us.
Islam, Moor. And real quick, I want to touch on kind of what happened yesterday. There's two different situations that I really want to speak about. There obviously is violence and bad things happening in our communities that, is all over the news. But I just want to make sure some things are highlighted. Like yesterday, we went to Odun Day,
right?
And man, the sheer amount of so-called black people all in one place living, and it was beautiful. More and not just that, is there's no hostility. There wasn't any hate. I didn't see any fights. I didn't hear any gunshots.
We are beautiful people. I'm telling you, we are so beautiful.
More.
I thank Allah for that.
Beautiful.
Because a lot of times I have real bad days in life. I was down and out. Then lo and behold, I set my eyes on a beautiful sister, and I seen heaven.
That's all it takes.
All
it takes, More.
All of a sudden, I came up out of that grave.
There was so many yesterday.
Yep.
So it was unlimited amounts of beautiful people.
So what happens, the people that's not able to come in heaven, they see us and they keep it. It's like electricity, right? They keep stealing our energy. And then what they do is try to make you think you other than yourself. Really, that's why Prophet Noble Ali said, we desire not to amalgamate with the opposition.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes we have to interact with business, so forth and so on, but we got to know about the root. Where we ground that in electricity, you got a ground wire and hot wire? You got to know about that. And when you really study, oh man, like I said, we are beautiful people. When we by ourselves, you really come back to your senses.
Odun Day, Odun Day is the largest African American, quote unquote, African American festival in all of North America. So there was hundreds of thousands of people there.
The deepest part about it, they saying African and Nigeria and all this stuff like that. That ain't even really its name. They even lie with that. We had to study. We got to bring them about that.
Well, those are carved up lines from the Berlin Conference, right? Those aren't even real.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So what's happening is in the Supreme Grand Sheikh was saying that the other day how people are monsters on the lower self. When you're not in balance and harmony with nature, you become like a monster. So you don't want to be around people. I don't care what color, race, color, creed, whatever, right? When their managers start acting like that, you want to get away from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Islam is. It's peaceful. You don't have that.
Peace. And I wanted to also highlight the other event that was happening in Delaware, which was Reggae in the Park.
Right.
We didn't get a chance to make it there, but today I'm seeing the reflections online. I'm like, man, it was another beautiful event with thousands and thousands of beautiful so-called black people with I haven't heard any news about any fights and violence.
They don't like that.
Beautiful time had. Beanie Man, Maya came out with a surprise guest performance. Awesome time.
They got what you call foundational Black America and the
Pan-Africans?
The diaspora, how you pronounce it?
Pan-African.
No, the diaspora.
Diaspora.
Ever heard of diaspora?
I've heard of Pan-African diaspora.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
So what's happening right now, there's a lot of division between that and foundational black, so-called Black American. Number one, we're not black.
Islam.
And what they're teaching is history, distorted history.
That's right.
So this is our job to like bring them together because it's about unity today.
Islam.
And we have one common enemy, which is a colonizer.
That's right.
And all colonizers they are colonizers with different shades of skin.
Yes.
So it's like playing a chess game. But
Islam.
I'm sharing with you, my brother, like knowing that the word was made flesh and you have the holy breath and that spirit with you and stuff, it pulls you up in the morning. It makes you whole. Just like what we went through yesterday is mathematics.
Oh, Islam.
It was a plus. Didn't have nothing to do with money, and it was also ancestral, and that's our power.
We did make it to the river to do the offering. What was
Offering to Oshun, yes.
Oshun? Okay, I want to make sure I have that right. I'm not.
Oshun is Risha. She rules over the river.
Yeah.
And also it represents the navel. All the Rishas are connected to the body.
Understood.
So Risha means God's essence in nature.
Islam.
So
I need to study that and get more.
You have Shango, God in essence of light and fire, and thunder.
Thunder
Represents the anus.
Islam.
Then you have represent the anus body. Then you got Yamaya, which is the mother of the waters, right? She's over the reproductive tract, right? And the ocean and stuff like that, right? Salt water, right? Mother salt water, right? Then you got Oshun, the neighbors, that's mother of fresh water, right?
Mm.
Then you got Ogun, it's the heart, strength, and kidneys, right? He's the chief of good fortune and power, something like that. Then you got Obatala, the god of white cloth, which is territory of the churches, the mass and places like that, which is represented by the throat right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Arumala, which is the third eye, which is the essence of the sun. Then you got Legba shoe. Father Legba, guarding the crossword, right? That's the nervous system. That's ancient, that's African, that's Ifa, right? That's looking back, right? So that's African spirituality, but they don't want us to study.
Islam. Yeah, so that was a beautiful experience. That was my second time doing that, going to the Schuylkill River and, giving offering, giving our blessings and giving thanks, obviously, too.
Then you have your Ori Panre, right?
Okay.
That's the personal connection to Olodumare, which Olodumare means Lord of Universe. And so your Ori Ipanre is your higher self. That's a person and we say to redeem man from a simple stage of falling humanity back to high splendid spiritual, like one with his father law. So that's like when you go into Ori Ipanre, because a lot of this stuff down here is just mere illusion.
That's right.
They say thoughts cause of all right. You got to come like with a lot of people with negative energy to try to short circuit you while you're on the higher planes of life. And you're into the mother version harm, like you're really traveling. You got energies come up out of nowhere. As Marcus Garvey said, crocodiles for friends. You got people come and they see that happiness and that peace in you and stuff, and you're on that path, you've been obedient to your ancestors, so forth and so on, and you're making change to the so forth and so on, and you're coming back, because what a lot of people did is they robbed us up out of our spirituality with the ancestors.
Yeah.
Especially one with the ancestors.
Yeah.
They have us a lot of times calling on Jesus. He died. They say he died for our sins, right?
Yeah.
But what about the strange fruit?
What about it?
Nobody never mentioned. You don't know about the strange fruit?
You want the in the garden or what?
I'm talking about the strange fruits was us hanging up out from trees.
Okay. Yeah. That's like a song, right?
By Billie Holiday, right? She was talking about all them people that they hung.
Yeah.
And so it's like I said after church on Sundays, They used to go to picnics or picnics, and they would have barbecues, right?
Yeah.
And people have atrocities. You know what the people have atrocities? Guess who was on the menu for barbecues?
And got to guess, we know more. It was us. It was our people, our ancestors.
And people have audacity to eat wieners. You know, people.
That's I think that well, that's like German. I think that comes from Germany.
Yeah,
but,
all right. Yeah.
but,
So if it come from Germany, why they call?
No, I was thinking.
He said it came from Germany.
The wieners. No, the wieners. That's like in my mind. I was thinking about because last week we were talking about American culture and like what's American culture, right? Like
So
what's
they got people over here eating wieners. Right?
Yeah, I was like hot dogs. People like to say hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, people like to say hot dogs and hamburgers is like an American thing, but in
But
reality,
that's what they made them look like.
yeah,
The sausage. What does it look like?
yeah. Or a cigar.
The sausage,
they love.
the Vienna sausage and all that stuff look like the stuff they used to eat at the church.
And also this is
on the picnic.
Frances Cress Welsing, a friend of the show. We talk about her often, but she also mentions, I believe she mentions the cigar, or even a cigarette, like just like the oral fixation with a phallus type of thing.
We have to be careful. See, when we learn how to eat right, because they psychologically attacked us through the food, like Elijah Muhammad wrote a book, How to Eat to Live. When we learn how to eat right, that's so from so on, we throw off that filth. And we come back in tune with the garden. We be blessed. We be blessed in our speech. We be blessed in our walk. We be blessed in our talk. All of that. Remember, one of the most feared things on the planet is an educated brother or sister.
That's right.
When you educate yourself, walk right, so forth, so on, they see the Most High in you.
Scary.
Because it's either one or two things. You either in the light or in the dark.
No gray area more?
Huh?
There's no gray area?
No.
Light or dark. You either turned on or turned off.
Right. The light is fast.
It is. You know what's faster than a light?
Help me.
the darkness. That's there before light even gets there. It's already there.
How darkness is light though?
How do I know darkness is light?
I mean, how you know darkness is dark?
How do you know it's dark?
Yeah.
I guess because of the light. You wouldn't have known it was dark.
You don't think the person created darkness could see the darkness?
Yeah.
The person, the being that created darkness, you don't think that being can see darkness?
I think it is darkness more. I think we come from the
It's always light.
The waters of noon.
It's always light.
Okay.
You don't think the supreme being that created darkness can see darkness?
Interesting. That's interesting. I mean, the supreme being would have to be able to see everything. Obviously, more. I mean, everything kind of comes from the supreme being.
Can he see sin?
Of course.
That's right.
Of course.
So that goes back to our first. Let's go back the first chapter 1 in the Moorish Quran. It says that time never was, but man was not.
Mm-hmm.
If life of man at any time began, a time would come when it would end. The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. No finite mind can comprehend things infinite.
Islam. There we go. That ends the conversation right there. We should just shut up because we have. That's probably the end of the conversation.
And our finite mind.
Yeah.
Might not be able to comprehend the
we can't comprehend.
But you got something up there infinite.
Islam.
That can see. Mm-hmm.
Islam more.
So we have a lot going on for us. The prophet left us a lot, and all we had to do is
Iqra.
It says, "Come out of my people, be not partakers of our sin," in Revelations, because every time you sin, you come into their jurisdiction. So they don't want you to polish off and come with that flood of light. Because when you come with the flood of light, they're gonna run because they ain't living right.
Yeah.
Them jinns gonna break camp. They gonna run. That's why they hate Islam. That's why Islam is having a lot of problems over here now. Because we just ain't on the level where we should be. When we get where we supposed to be and stuff, we can see them jinns running. Because if you look at the first part of the Quran of Mecca, Allah told the jinn to bow down to Adam. So we got to get back to the elevated places so we get the jinn bowed again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they still do bow and stuff when you're in elevated places.
Yeah.
They try to scare you. They don't want you to read the Quran and stuff. So everything is Bible.
Yeah.
There's good things in the Bible too, right?
Of course.
But we're universal. You know, we couldn't even read and write in slavery, but you got people just trying to say, read this, read that. And I'm saying, well, you trying to tell me read this, read that? You know how many people told me to read something? You know, even talking to professors. So, but I learned one thing that is powerful. And a brother taught me, you know what it's called?
What's that?
The wings of soul.
Wings of soul?
Yeah.
Okay.
The wings of the holy breath.
Okay.
The wings of the Holy Spirit. You know, and it came back. I got a flashback. You know what that flashback was about?
What was that?
My sister's favorite song.
What was that?
Lord, give me two wings, so I can fly on my feet. Lord, give me two wings, so I can fly on my face. Lord, give me two wings, so I can fly away, so the world can't do me no harm.
Is there more?
Gotta take them wings, Mo.
Is
What's the highest ranking colonel in the army?
Bird? Was it?
A full bird colonel.
Full bird colonel? Colonel Sanders?
They say in one order, the highest ranking degree is a double eagle.
Mm-hmm. The double eagle. Mm-hmm.
Double eagle. 33 and third.
Islam.
The kingdom of heaven is within you.
That's right.
And you have to respect the temple. The temple is your body. If you take care of the temple, it will bless you.
Mm.
And when people tell you to do something bad to the temple, they're not for you.
Mm.
They're your opposition. Why would you want to destroy the beautiful gift that Allah's given your body?
Depression and self-hate.
Huh?
Just depression and self-hate. Programming as well.
He's a pilot too. You didn't know that, Mo?
Of course.
You got to navigate this flesh, the ethers that it got to travel in. Allah's helping you with the travel, but it don't belong to no man down here that want to take your body and use you as livestock.
Mm.
And I'm really going to get real deeper into that soon because you don't think that the birth certificate is used as a bond.
Mm.
So I got to start texting you some information on that. But I know they start hiding. I got a Black's Law Dictionary. Google's trying to hide stuff.
Islam.
They trying to clear stuff up for these people.
We got our copy right here.
Right.
Ninth
We have to
edition.
study law. The Moors have to learn how to study law. They don't study law, so they're scared of these foreigners. They let the foreigners talk trash to them because they don't study the law. When you study the law and stuff like that, you recognize a pirate when you see a pirate, especially when you stand on the Constitution. Like the prophet, he come with 1 foot on land, 1 foot on sea, right?
Yeah.
He come pull us up out of the sea, right? You know, see a public policy and come back on land, right? According to Act 6, Constitution, Article 6, Section 2, what it say? Constitution and treaty should be made supreme law of the land. The prophet brings us an army with the treaties.
Islam.
And you got Moors that are scared to read the treaties. You got Muslims that are in denial of the treaty. You got people that saying that this is not our territory. When them foreigners came over here and stuff like from Europe, they say we said peace. In Arabic, you say Islam. And then what they did is they took out the turkey and created Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving represent when they cut the Turkish Muslims' head off. Prop said this battle must be one in conflict that cannot be told on words. The deepest part of the battle, we ain't from this mess anyway. We're from the heavens, man.
You're from what, Sirius?
Huh?
Sirius star system, I think is what that tribe. I forgot which tribe it was. The Dogon in Africa says
all that, but like they said,
or at least they're from the
like they said in our Quran, the first sentence. I don't know if you can remember it, but I'm on it. You know what first sentence say?
No.
The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed.
Islam.
And then in the Quran of Mexico, behold, a tribe of jinn sit and try to listen to the Quran, right? Some people just ain't welcome in the circle. You got to have your act right. Come in the circle and be in harmony with Allah. Because those who do wrong to others all the time have all that blood on their hand. Stat for Allah.
Yeah.
Allah gonna deal with them. They think they getting away and stuff. You ain't getting away.
Islam, as you said.
The people, even the Bible, Quran, all talked about those who shed blood. Says the curse of Allah is in the house of the wicked. So I don't want them curses on me.
That's right.
And neither can they can't cast nothing here.
No.
At me, they can cast, but they can't touch.
There you go. So
you can't touch what you can't see.
They can cast. They can try all they want, but whether or not it penetrates or goes or has any kind of effects.
One of the greatest things that how Allah has blessed me with the degree in psychology. I got a bachelor's in psychology, and when I was in National Guards, I was involved with multi-channel communication. I was a multi-channel communication equipment operator. So when they come with that stuff, all I do is reverse psychology.
Islam.
Yeah, I love reverse psychology.
You flip it, man. I know.
Flip it, right? Yeah.
Flip it.
Kick it.
Step aside and
block it.
Step aside and use his off balance. Flip it. Islam, Moor. Learn that from you. So we're on the hour mark, Moor. Real quick. I mean, give me. Tell me if any final remarks or any final things you want to leave us with today, Moor, tonight.
Yes, I pray that Allah breathes on everybody under the sound of my voice and wake them up and bring them into the grand resurrection and dismiss all negative energies that try to oppose them. Peace.
Islam, peace. And I just want to make sure before we head out of here to, do our quick spiel. Come visit us. Come check us out. Study with us. We're here every Friday in these four walls. Federation Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 4 here in Delaware, Islam. This is the Moor Culture Center. The temple's here inside of the Moor Culture Center at 715 North King Street. MoorCultureCenter.com. Get you some teas. That's what the Moor is sipping on right now. We've been sipping on today. Get you some Moor tea. Get you some literature. Get some t-shirts, but donate, please. Help us keep the doors open and lights on so we can help the community, help uplift fallen humanity. Islam today, they're actually shutting down the quote unquote tent city. Today is the day. They're literally getting evicted and kicked out as we speak, right here, sitting in our seats. I think they found placement for most of the people down there, but I think there are some people that are just stuck. So, we're going to do our best to try to find ways to help as well. So please donate, help, or just stop by if you're in Wilmington. We're here, 715 North King Street. Go ahead.
And we have to remember it just shouldn't be. I don't care about the dance or the drama that the politicians play. It shouldn't be. It's too much money that goes into the war machine.
That's right.
Have people look like that.
It's crazy.
And people all walk like we should have enough feeling in our heart.
Compassion.
The compassion in our heart to resolve them issues.
That's right.
And anytime the politicians are sitting on a seat and don't do nothing, they're mean.
That's right.
They're mean. Them the people that the Bible talk about.
That's right.
I'm even talking to you faithful Christians out there. and Muslims, et cetera, et cetera. It's time to bring change to that situation because the all-seeing eye of Allah is on all of us. He wants us to do better. We can do better. We can make a change here in America.
Peace. Until next time.